Jonathan Taylor has apparently requested a trade away from the Indianapolis Colts, and I definitely understand why. So today we're gonna see what the Colts could look like in the future without one of the very few superstars on their team. But super quick before we get into today's rebuild, we again did very well with the like goal on the last video. Let's see if we can get to 1,000 likes on this video. Like 10-ish or more thousand people watch these videos, so take the like 2 seconds. Imagine if everyone did it, we would be at like 10, 15,000 likes. It would be ridiculous. And we are very close to 10,000 subscribers, which is insane. So if you want to be an OG of the channel while you still can be one, the time is very much running out. Be sure to subscribe. And then once we hit 10K, I'm gonna do a rebuild that I've probably been asked to do about a few hundred times, one that I'm very excited to do myself. So once we hit 10K, like I said, I'll do that. But very last thing, let me know down below what team you would want me to rebuild next, or what type of rebuild you would want me to do next. Maybe you have a fun idea for one. Let me know down below. Oh yeah, and I almost forgot. Massive shout out to Ice is Nice. Go drop him a sub. Their link is in the description. I already, of course, did that. But that's enough plugging, and let's get into this rebuild. So I'm hoping Jonathan Taylor is not traded by the time this video comes out, or maybe he won't get traded at all. I don't know. I just know he requested a trade. But without him, this team looks a lot worse. I mean, tight end's kind of a question mark, receivers kind of a question mark, although I do like the top 4 guys they have there. Running back is definitely a question mark. QB is a question mark. Your O-line has a few good players, but a couple question marks. Your safety group is a massive question mark. I don't know who they're even gonna play there. Your corner room is a massive question mark. Don't know who they're gonna start on the outside there. Your D-line is good, and that's really the only thing I totally feel good about on this team. And even then, your edge group isn't like top tier or anything at all. And your linebacker group is kind of a question mark for health reasons because of Shaquille Leonard. This team genuinely could finish as the worst in the NFL. They could also finish as a good team if they hit on some of their, high upside players like Anthony Richardson, some of their receivers like I was talking about, just whoever. But based on the provenness of this team, I don't feel great about it. I'm gonna be honest. So we're gonna find a trade partner for Jonathan Taylor, and we'll see if we can save the Colts. So it's actually kind of tough to gauge what Jonathan Taylor would go for. It might be a little more than this. You know what? This is what we're gonna do, a 3 and a 5. I don't know. Jonathan Taylor wasn't great last year, but that was due to injury. The year before, he was probably the best running back in the NFL. Christian McCaffrey also got traded for more than this, but also, I don't know, it's tough, because I wouldn't even necessarily say McCaffrey's 100% better because of the year Taylor had a couple years ago. Obviously was much better last year, but still, I don't know. We'll take a 3 and a 5 from the Dolphins. So now this team's in a really interesting spot. A lot of younger, high upside players on offense. It's just, can they hit their upside here is the major question. But without further ado, let's just get into this rebuild, and let's try to save what feels like a very unlucky team, despite their logo literally being a horseshoe. Okay, well, at the midseason point of year 1, we are 3 and 4. That's probably where this team will be in real life, maybe? But we're of course gonna have some re-signings to make. Probably not many though. Only 2, EJ Speed and Ashton Dulin. Really nothing major at all. EJ Speed was really good in limited snaps last year. That's why I gave him star dev. I guess we can offer him like 4 years, 25 mil. He takes it. And then it's just a lot of depth players. The Bills cut Connor McGovern, so I signed him and moved him to tackle, I guess. But yeah, nobody major here at all. So very boring midseason point. But let's get to the end of year number 1. Okay, well, we don't finish as good as we started. We finish 6 and 11. I guess we got the same amount of wins, but definitely more losses in the second part of the year. Yeah, we finished 6 and 11. Let's check out some of the season stats. I'm guessing our backfield wasn't great, although Anthony Richardson was solid. Ooh, that's a lot of picks. For Madden, that's not a great year. I mean, 32 touchdowns as a rookie would be amazing, obviously, but like, that's probably bottom 10 here. Well, these aren't the craziest passing stats I've seen in this game. It's like mid. That wasn't even the most interceptions in the NFL. Those barely top 5. Okay. So yeah, Anthony Richardson was decent as a rookie. Zach Moss did reach 1,000 yards, but in over 300 carries. Only 3.3 yards per carry, 13 touchdowns though. He was not very good, even though he did get over 1,000 yards. Josh Downs also reached 1,000 yards. Jelani Woods almost 1,000 yards with 10 touchdowns. Pierce with almost 1,000. Pittman with also almost 1,000. Really well spread out, like your mother for me. The tackle duo wasn't great, but I've seen a lot worse in this game, so we'll take it. EJ Speed led the team in tackles with 140. Leonard with 135. Tackles for loss, 17 for Buckner led the team. In sacks, 14 for DeForest Buckner, 7.5 for Pay, and then not much outside of that. Interceptions, 4 for Kenny Moore, 2 for Leonard, Rush, and Blackman, and then 1 for a few players. Let's check out yearly awards though. MVP goes to Matthew Stafford. All right, maybe in his prime. I would comfortably say he's past his prime though. I mean, he was hurting on a terrible team last year, but still. Oh, of course, just to rub it on our face. Jonathan Taylor wins Offensive Player of the Year. That's great, because why wouldn't he? No Colts up there. Defensive Player of the Year goes to Von Miller. Buckner at number 3. No other Colts. Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to not a rookie. Is there a rookie up here at all? We have Jelani Woods, but not a rookie. Josh Downs was the highest rookie. Alec Pierce was also up here. So I guess Josh Downs wins Offensive Rookie of the Year, even though he's not going to get like XP for it because he didn't actually win it. And Defensive Rookie of the Year goes to Will Anderson. Darius Rush at number 6. Nick Cross, not a rookie, at number 8. And Julius Brents at number 9. I'm surprised. Did I just miss him? I didn't see Anthony Richardson up there. Yeah, no Anthony Richardson. I mean, I know he had a lot of picks, but still, not even in the top 10? That's kind of crazy. But of course, that's the end of this year. Let's get into the offseason, and let's hopefully upgrade this team. Okay, I swear this was the first Super Bowl in the last rebuild we did. The Bills take down the Cowboys, which I guess are the two teams that are infamous recently for having a really good team, looking like they're two of the best teams in the NFL, but not making the Super Bowl. But I guess if they both make the Super Bowl, one of them has to win it, and the Bills do finally get a Super Bowl win there first, which is crazy to me. They've been to how many Super Bowls? They lost like 4 in a row. As bad as life gets, at least I'm not a Bills fan in the 90s. We'll say that. Okay, so in re-signings, or in terms of re-signings, I should say, of course, there was nobody we really needed. Now, in free agency, our team definitely does have some needs. I'm mostly looking at guard, maybe a running back or a receiver, maybe a safety, maybe a defensive end. We do have some needs, obviously. It's just year 1 free agency is usually a little light, so we might be looking to the draft for those positions. We do have Dalvin Cook here, which would be interesting. It would feel a little lame to sign him. I don't know why, but it just kind of would. Jadeveon Clowney would be kind of fun. He's always a monster in this game for some reason. He is pretty expensive though, like over 20 mil per year if we have to go very player friendly. You know what? We'll make the offer, but if he signs with the Raiders, we're fine with that. And I think he's the only player we're going to go for unless there is a decent running back here. I mean, we could go Tony Pollard, but he's terrible in this game. So I think we're going to look to next year's free agency for a running back. I don't want to draft one. The rookie running backs always play like shit. So Jadeveon Clowney, if we get him, cool. If we don't, I'm fine with that. I'm almost hoping in a way we don't get him. But if we do, he should be a good second pass rusher. Let's see if we can sign him. He signs with somebody, and he does sign with us. Okay, cool. So we get a good defensive player who does very well in this game. I think I checked, he had like 13.5 sacks last year, which would have been almost first on our team. So now the defensive line with Jadeveon Clowney, DeForest Buckner, Grover Stewart, and Kwity Paye is very, very good. But with that, let's get into the draft. Okay, we low-key have some crazy offers for Grover Stewart. I wouldn't say these are realistic though, but we do have Adetomiwa Adebawore, so I mean, we could like just speed up the process because I want him to eventually replace Grover Stewart. I don't know how the hell the Colts got him in like the 4th round. I thought the Colts low-key might have had the best draft, at least one of. There are definitely some interesting offers here, but I wouldn't say any of these are realistic, so we're gonna stick with Grover Stewart, but it's something to think about. But here in the draft, we of course have a top 5 pick. I guess that's not necessarily of course. It's good that it's that high. The Dolphins of all teams have the number 1 pick. Weird. Madden hates the Dolphins is what I was trying to say. I swore they had like the number 1 pick in the last rebuild I did too. They have a really good roster. I don't know why Madden hates him so much. But at number 5, of course, the top 2 guys are literally 3 of the top 4 guys. 4 of the top 5 guys are QBs when we don't need a QB. That's great. I mean, Anthony Richardson wasn't great last year, but we're not obviously gonna just bail on him yet. Is Juan Dorsey good? Is he like really fast or something? He's pretty fast. His route running doesn't look good, or his release, or his awareness. I'm good. I'm chilling. None of the top guys here really look great. Ooh, this dude is gonna have 42 strength. No thanks. Bro's parents named him Aries. That's tough. He does look pretty good though. He's 6'3", ran a 4.48, but a 4.42 at his pro day. Somehow put up only 8 bench reps at his pro day, but 11 at the combine. You're telling me you're 6'3", 205 and put up 8 bench reps? Hit the gym, bozo. He looks pretty good though. I mean, shit. We might take him. I'm almost tempted to trade down because like a lot of our needs here are not that high value of positions. Our only need that I could like convince myself to take here is like a receiver, but Juan Dorsey doesn't look very good. We could go with a tackle, but none of the tackles here look all that good. Actually, TJ Chamberlain does look pretty good. He's a really bad pass blocker though, but his combine was really nice. What's the injury rating? B to D? Oh, he's totally gonna have normal dev. And I guess we would just move like him to left tackle and Raymond to like guard, I guess. Let's check our trade down offers, but if there's nothing all that good, we'll just take him. Trade down to 8 to pick up a 3rd round pick. That's not that much value. 16 to pick up a 2 and a 3. That's not that good. We'll trade down with the Packers 1 spot to pick up a 3 next year and a 5 this year. It's not much value, but it's only 1 spot. We'll take it. They go with a QB. All right, I'm fine with that. Actually, how does Ben Scott look? He looks pretty good. He maybe looks better. This is kind of tough. I don't know. TJ Chamberlain is more of an athletic freak. Let's take him. Of course he has normal dev. I called it so hard, but he should be a decent overall. We'll see. I never do well with high picks though, for some reason. There's still some QBs here. What the hell? Oh my God. Joey Taylor's kind of crazy. Darren Holt too. I mean, again, we don't need a QB, but if they're here round 3, we might as well take a chance. You know, we low-key need a running back. This guy's ratings are good. He's a low injury player. This dude would absolutely have normal dev. He has really good speed though. I'm surprised it's not listed as elite speed. I guess it's not quite. Well, that is pretty elite speed, but it's listed as great. I just don't trust rookie running backs to play well, so I don't know if we're gonna take him. We do still need a corner, and Oscar Barker, God, I hate that name. He looks pretty good. Ran a 4.34 at both the combine and his pro day. Overall good ratings for like a beyond the 1st round corner. All right, Oscar Barker, 6'2", 186, 22 years old, out of Texas. Let's take him. He does have hidden dev, 95 speed, 95 excel. That feels like a really good pick. We will take it. Are any of those QBs? No, they're all gone. Even the like 1st to 2nd round guy. So there was one receiver I was really looking at. That is Enrique Jordan. Decently quick for being 6'3", 213. Good spec catch, really good medium route, good catching, good deep route, good short route. This guy looks good. Is a low injury player though, so he's probably gonna have normal dev, but I do think he'll be like a 73, maybe higher even. He's 6'3", 213, 22 years old, out of Penn State. My guess is 73 normal dev. Let's take him. He does have normal dev, but 90 speed, 92 excel. I'm surprised he only has 90 speed, but seems like he could be a good player. We will see. And then with the last pick I'm gonna take here, I actually don't know if this guy's that good. His pursuit's really low. He is a good cover linebacker and he has good tackle, but the pursuit kind of scares me. And guess what? Low injury, but good speed, not very strong. I might have talked myself out of him. Darren Thompson looks pretty good too though. Good coverage. He actually has good pursuit. He's not as quick though. Is a little stronger. I don't know if either of these guys are great, honestly. We will stick with the original plan. That is Jalen McCord, left-handed just like me for real, only 22 years old, out of Miami. Let's take him. And he does have hidden dev, 90 speed, 90 excel, looks like a good player. Okay, wait, we actually did really well in the draft. Obviously, like, no dev traits except the linebacker, and the corner. Did the corner have a dev trait? Yeah, he did. Oscar Barker had hidden dev. TJ Chamberlain is only a 73 overall, which is about what I expected. I wish I went with the other tackle. I should have just trusted my gut and just what I know about Madden players. I'm gonna check his overall, and I'm probably gonna be really disappointed. Who was it? It was Ben Scott, 74 with hidden. That would have been a better pick. God. God damn it. Oh well, it's only a 1 overall difference. The dev trait sucks, but it is what it is. TJ Chamberlain should be fine, I think. Oscar Barker, the corner, looks really good. 76 overall with hidden. That was a really, really good pick. 69 press. Nice. And the highest overall player we got was Enrique Jordan. He was even better than I thought he would be. He's a 77 overall. I mean, yeah, I figured he would be good. When I saw he only had 90 speed, I was a little concerned, but like, goddamn, he has good ratings. 87 spec catch as a rookie with 80 medium route running, solid short and deep route running too. This guy's crazy. We will take it. And then Jalen McCord is about what I thought he would be. 69 overall. Nice. Decent little player. And then the CPU actually picked a good running back. 73 overall, Max Cook. Good power back. Little redundant with Zach Moss here, but looks like a decent player regardless. And then decent depth players, few 68 overalls. We'll take it. We'll take it. So with that, let's get into year number 2. But here's a look at the team heading into year number 2 of the rebuild. Definitely quite a few rookies on offense here with Cook, Jordan, and Chamberlain, but those are really the only changes here. I'm gonna play Josh Downs over Alec Pierce. I don't know if that's a great move, but I don't know. They're the same overall. Anthony Richardson's up to a 74 now, should keep developing. And then here is the defense. Few rookies starting here in Barker and McCord. We also have this linebacker. I didn't notice he had a dev trait. Eric Reed. I've never seen Reed spelled like that, but maybe he'll eventually be like our third linebacker. I don't know. This is already a good looking team though. We're up to an 80 overall, which is not too terrible. Year 2 doesn't normally go well in rebuilds, but hopefully we can do all right. So with that, let's get to the midseason point of year 2, and hopefully we just don't suck, but we probably will. Okay, at the midseason point of year 2, we are 4-3, leading the division. Like I said, normally year 2 doesn't go very well, but it's going pretty well for us here. We're maybe even outperforming what we should do, because we're an 80 overall. We're not like the best team in the NFL or anything, but we are decent, so I guess it's a fair record. Of course, safety's weak this year, like the one thing we need. But let's see if we have any re-signings. We'll probably have a couple important ones. Michael Pittman, I almost said Michael Thomas, I'm smoking crack. Grover Stewart, Kenny Moore, Julian Blackman, definitely some important ones. The greatest player of all time in Gardner Minshew. We'll offer Michael Pittman 5 years, 80.5 mil, and he does take it. Grover Stewart, I mean, look, we do have Odabuare, so I'll worry about some of the other re-signings first. Kenny Moore, I definitely want back. We'll offer him 3 years, 43 mil. He does re-sign. Julian Blackman, we'll offer him 3 years, 15 mil. He re-signs, so we're getting everybody back here. And, you know, Grover Stewart isn't too expensive. We'll offer him 3 years, 32, and he does take it. And we still have 30 mil left over to work with, so that'll be pretty nice for whatever we want to spend it on in free agency. We're looking pretty good. So with that, let's get to the end of year 2, and hopefully we can finish pretty strong. Okay, so in year number 2, we unfortunately finished 8-9, missing the playoffs. Now, I'm surprised we even went 8-9. We had the 31st offense for points per game, and even our defense wasn't quite 8-9 level. We had the 19th scoring defense. Both were bad straight up, so maybe new offensive playbook time at the very least. Let's check out the season stats first. Anthony Richardson wasn't that good. 4,000 yards, only 25 touchdowns, which is probably towards the bottom in the NFL. 12 picks. Max Cook as a rookie wasn't very good. Under 1,000 yards and 305 carries, 13 touchdowns. This is really similar to Zach Moss last year, just less yards even. Not great. Enrique Jordan was a monster. 1, 2, 3, 4 yards, 13 touchdowns. Michael Pittman was solid. Jelani Woods was solid. Josh Downs was all right. Blocking was better than last year, so we'll take it. Jalen McCord actually led the team in tackles with 134, 132 for Leonard. It seems like the number 2 sub linebacker in this scheme plays more. Yeah, that's weird. He played 1,360 snaps. Holy shit. How did he not put up more stats than this? This is actually a terrible season for playing that many snaps. I don't know. Either way, tackles for loss, 12 for Buckner, pay, 11 for Clowney. Ooh. In sacks, only 7.5 for Buckner, 7 for pay, 5.5 for Stewart, and only 4 for Clowney. He's getting like 5.5 mil per sack. That's disgusting. And Shaquille Leonard and Oscar Baker as a rookie led the team with 3 interceptions, 2 for Kenny Moore, and then 1 for a few players. Not great. Definitely want to switch something up here. Offensive MVP goes to Joe Burrow here. No Colts, obviously. Offensive player of the year goes to D-Hop, now on the Titans, of course. Devontae Parker up there. That's interesting. Of course, Jonathan Taylor's up there with the Dolphins. Defensive Player of the Year goes to Von Miller. No Colts. Offensive Rookie of the Year obviously goes to Enrique Jordan. I guess I wouldn't say obviously, because I did see this Costanzo guy up there for MVP, so I'm surprised he didn't win it, but we'll take it. Max Cook at number 3. And Oscar Barker does win Defensive Rookie of the Year. Jalen McCord at number 2. Really good with the Rookie of the Year awards. We won both. Had 4 guys total in the top 3 at each spot. But let's see what offensive playbook did well this year. Normally the Chiefs is good. The Dolphins did well. The Titans obviously did well. The Chargers, I don't know if I trust that one. Should we just go with the Chiefs, or is that kind of lame? We'll go with the Chiefs. We'll do it. Sometimes they kind of suck, but we'll see what happens. We'll try out the Chiefs offensive playbook. Hopefully it will at least be better than what we're working with right now. But of course, that's the end for this season. Let's get into free agency, and hopefully we can actually become good. So in the Super Bowl, the 2 Super Bowl losers from the past 2 years in real life both make it in the Bengals and the Eagles, and the Bengals win this one 41-35. Very high scoring game. We have some upgrades here. Oh, I thought we were gonna get one for both Barker and our receiver that won the Rookie of the Year awards, but apparently not. Enrique Jordan does go up to Star Dev. We'll take it. Wish it could have been Superstar, but we'll take it. And then Barker does go up to Superstar, so that's cool. I don't think we had any other dev ups on defense at the very least, and then on offense also didn't have any here, unfortunately, but it is what it is. But for re-signings, there really isn't anyone here I want back all that badly. I mean, yeah, it's just all backups here. We can find other depth. I mean, Sanchez, I guess we can bring back 2 years, 4.2 mil. He re-signs, so don't have to worry about punter now. But with that, let's see who we can add in free agency. There are definitely some different players here. Tyron Smith, Austin Eckler, I don't see in here very much. I guess the rest are kind of usual suspects, but interesting top 2. I do think I'm interested in Austin Eckler. I actually don't know how he does in this game though. He's not great. I mean, this year was really good right here, but his last year wasn't amazing. We'll still offer this to him though. He was better than Cook was last year. We're just pretty much going for upgrades wherever we can get them. We're gonna go for Austin Eckler, Brandon Ayuk, Noah Fant, and Isaiah Simmons. Eckler we should be able to get, which would be pretty nice. I don't expect him to do amazing, but hopefully better than what we've had at running back. Brandon Ayuk, I don't know for sure if we'll get him. The Titans are also interested, and they were pretty good last year, so maybe he'll go there. But I guess there's just an equal chance that we could get him. We'll just see. Noah Fant, we don't really need a tight end, but it's an upgrade, and we might as well spend this money somewhere, so we'll try to get him. I don't feel amazing about that, though. I'm wondering if we should save money for next year. But we'll do it. And then Isaiah Simmons at safety. Hopefully he can be pretty good for us. I'll obviously move him over to strong safety, but let's see if we can sign any of these players right off the bat. They all sign, and we only get Eckler and Fant. Ugh. I mean, if I had to pick, Eckler I'm happy about, but I would have preferred either of the other 2 over Noah Fant. That's not great. Okay, we're just gonna go for Jordan Brooks. Hopefully he can be pretty good. I mean, the rookie linebacker, he was up there for Defensive Rookie of the Year because he got a lot of tackles, but he also played about 1 billion snaps, so he really wasn't that good. Jordan Brooks could actually be good here. We do have the lead for him over the Giants and the Lions. Let's see if we can get him. He does sign, and we do get Jordan Brooks at the very least. I wish we could have gotten a safety, but I guess we'll take Jordan Brooks. Hopefully there will be some good safeties available in the draft. But here we're going to be trading Alec Pierce to the Buccaneers for a 3rd round pick. Colts fans, I'm sure they like Alec Pierce, but he's just not really going to do much for us here. A 3rd might be a bit too much considering Alec Pierce hasn't done anything for us in this rebuild, has put up like no numbers, but we'll call this desperation because their number 2 receiver was a 70 overall. It was Trey Palmer. So, I mean, Alec Pierce will probably win MVP for them, knowing how my luck goes whenever we trade a player away, and we get pretty decent value in return, so we'll take it. But in the draft, the Saints have the number 1 overall pick. We pick at number 13. The Bucks go with another receiver right before us. And who do we want to take here? I think we'll go with Sean Young. I focus scouted all the top safeties just so I could 100% know who the best one is. I might not have even focus scouted the best one though. Oscar Jacobs looks really good. Is a low injury player, so I don't trust that, so maybe we won't go with him. But yeah, Sean Young is a pure 1st round talent. Ran a 4.48, 22 reps. Overall, really nice combine. Was like top 5 for everything. Top 3 free for everything, actually. Good ratings. He's 5'10", 213, 22 years old, out of Florida State. Maybe the new Derwin James? I don't know. But let's take him. And he does have hidden dev. 90 speed, 91 agility, 73 strength. This guy seems pretty good. Now in the second round, we're almost out of players that could start from the draft. I mean, unless we get some crazy value here, we're looking really good. So I guess it's a pretty good situation to be in to not really need anything from the draft. Holy shit. All right, this is literally the strongest guard I've ever seen. Austin Ogletree. I have no idea if this guy's gonna be good. I've never seen a guard like this ever. 43 reps at the combine, 46 at his pro day. I feel like it's gonna be disappointing strength. It's gonna be like 93 or something, which is still good, but like it should be higher. He has a low injury. He's probably gonna have normal dev. How do you put up 43 combine reps, 46 at your pro day, but have C run block power, D pass block power? Yet you're a good agile guard. Linemen in this game don't make sense, but he looks good. I think is, like I said, probably gonna have normal dev. But let's go Austin Ogletree. We're not gonna play him probably unless he's really good, but he's 6'4", 314, 22 years old, left-handed just like me for real, out of Washington just like me for real. Let's take him. And he does actually have hidden dev, 97 strength. This guy seems kind of crazy. We'll see though. I'm just confused. I've never seen a guard like that before, not even like a first round guy. But with that, I mean, we could take a receiver, but I might just hand it off to the CPU and hope they can do all right at least. None of these receivers look good. Cam Yancey looks solid. Elite speed. I mean, I think this is the pick we got for Alec Pierce. So we're gonna draft his replacement here, Cam Yancey, out of Georgia Southern. Let's take him. Normal dev, unfortunately, but 96 speed, 96 excel. He'll probably be like a 70, 71 overall. We'll take it. And with that, let's just simulate the rest of this out, and hopefully the CPU doesn't completely just take nobody, but they probably will. So here is how we did in the draft. Sean Young is a 74 overall. We'll take it. I thought he would be a little higher. I thought he would be more like a 75, 76, but he's still pretty good. We will absolutely take it. Now, Austin Ogletree is a 78 overall and is tied for the best player in the entire draft. So that was a very, very good pick. And I guess we'll have to start him. We have a lot of linemen now. I don't know who we're going to start, who's going to be a backup, but we'll figure something out. And Cam Yancey's even a little better than I thought he would be. I guess 70, 71. He's a 72. Isn't going to play like at all. He'll be our fifth receiver, but still a good player. And then the Madden gods are trying to sabotage us. They did not get a single player that will make the team. Yeah, I don't know if anyone here is even going to make the team. So I don't know what this was, but we drafted pretty well, and I feel good about that. But here's a look at the team heading into year number 3 of the rebuild. We're looking really, really good. I want to do something different with the O-line because we do have a lot of good backups. Well, I guess one good backup in Chamberlain, who was like the number 6 overall pick for us. But Raymond's been better than I thought he would be, and I don't want to replace him. We could, though, with Chamberlain. Would that be a good move? I don't know. But we also obviously added Austin Eckler, Noah Fant, and then on defense, added Jordan Brooks, and I think that's it. I mean, we added Young at safety, but I think he was our only signing on defense. But overall, this team's looking really good. We're up to an 84, which is a lot better than I thought we would be, to be fair. But with that, let's get to the midseason point of year 3, and hopefully we can do pretty well, but we'll find out. Okay, well, at the midseason point of year number 3, we are 5-1, coming off a big win against the Patriots, 42-10. Do we have any re-signings to make here? We have 58 mil to work with. There is DeForest Buckner, Ryan Kelly, but outside of that, I mean, it is just a lot of backups that I signed. The legend Matt Gay, too. I almost missed him, but DeForest Buckner will re-sign him. 2 years, almost 40 mil. He does re-sign. Ryan Kelly's been pretty good. We'll re-sign him. We'll go 1 year, 7.5 mil. He re-signs as well. And then we gotta bring Matt Gay back. Like, come on, bruh. 3 years, 14 mil. He re-signs too. And yeah, just some really good depth players we have, but I mean, they don't get much playing time anyway, so it's fine. So with that, that's all there is for us to do here. And let's get to the end of year 1. Year 1, what am I smoking? Year 3, and let's see how we can do. Alright, well, y'all know why we're here. If you've seen one of my videos before, of course. If you haven't already, be sure to like, be sure to subscribe. Again, 1,000 likes. If you like the video listening right now, we will easily hit that. It really really does help out a ton, and it helps me know y'all enjoy these videos. And if, of course, you want to be an OG of the channel, we are like less than 50 away from 10K at the time of recording this, so we'll probably be at 10K by the time this video comes out. But be sure to subscribe if you want to see more of these banger rebuilds that I put out. And also turn on notifications if you want to like make 100% sure that you'll catch all these rebuilds. And of course, let me know what team to do next down below, because I get all my video ideas from the comments, at least most of them. But that's enough plugging. This is how the team is looking at the end of year 3. Ogletree actually has superstar dev, which is kinda crazy. Already the number 6 ranked left, oh yeah, he's a left guard, but we're playing him at right. Number 6 ranked left guard in the NFL in his rookie year. We will take that. That's like a Quentin Nelson type pick we made there, but even better value because we got him in the 2nd round. And then here is a look at the defense. We have all dev traits, and Barker's good enough to be just listed as the number 1 corner now. I mean, he plays at number 1 corner. Kenny Moore's the slot, but still, this team is very, very good. And in year number 3, we finished 11-6, easily making the playoffs. This could be the final year depending on how we do. However, we're going to be taking on the Jags in the wild card, and we just lost to them 17-14 in week 18. So maybe we won't win, but hopefully we do. Anthony Richardson was much better this year, 4,300 yards, almost 40 passing touchdowns, 11 picks. Austin Eckler with almost 1,300 yards, 4.2 per carry, 14 touchdowns. I wish Richardson would rush more, but I don't know what to do about that. Noah Fant was our leading receiver. I guess that was a good signing then. 1,100 yards, 11 touchdowns. White girl's shaking right now. Enrique Jordan with 1,000 yards. Pittman and Downs were solid, I guess. Bernard Raymond kind of sucked, I'm not gonna lie. We might slide Chamberlain in at left tackle. We'll see how he does. The rest of the line was pretty good. Shaquille Leonard led the team in tackles with 141. 3 players each had over 100. Tackles for loss, 20 for Buckner led the team. Really good amount overall. And then sacks, 14.5 from DeForest Buckner, but not much outside of that. 7 from Stewart, only 5.5 from Clowney, only 5 from Pay. In interceptions, we had a ton. 6 from Kenny Moore, 4 for Sean Young as a rookie, 3 for Leonard, 2 for Brenson Blackman, and then 1 for a few players. So definitely a good year. MVP goes to Patrick Mahomes here. Surprisingly, no Anthony Richardson up here. I thought he would be for sure. Of course, they gotta rub it in our face. Jonathan Taylor wins Offensive Player of the Year again. At least Austin Eckler was up there at number 6. No other Colts. Defensive Player of the Year goes to Josh Uche of the Patriots. I mean, he was a monster last year, so that's fair, but I don't think I've ever seen that in Madden. DeForest Buckner at number 5. Rookie of the Year goes to Hayden Myers. I was thinking about taking him, but Noah Fant was really good too, so that's fine. No Colts up there, and Defensive Rookie of the Year goes to Darren Sanders of the Raiders. Sean Young at number 4. I'm surprised he wasn't higher. He was really good, but it is what it is. But we're, of course, going to be taking on the Jags in the wild card, our division rival. We have a first of many scenario. We're going to go play it cool. As always, you know me. And let's jump in and see if we can take down the Jaguars. Actually, you know what? No, we're not going to jump into this game. We're going to just simulate this out, and we'll do a year 4, and then if we make the playoffs there, we'll jump in. I just feel like we lose most of the time we jump into games, so let's just simulate this game against the Jags, and hopefully we can get a win, but we'll probably lose either way. No, we do win, but barely. Was our defense terrible? No, it was 4th in points per game allowed. Okay, so, I mean, we were pretty nice on both sides of the ball. We have an upgrade for Ogletree here. I was thinking we didn't have a great defense because it did allow 35 points, but I don't know, Madden's kind of weird like that sometimes. But we have a recap for the first of many. Should be just staff points, is that what it is? Give us those sweet, juicy staff points. And we have a hot opponent for our game against the Kansas City Chiefs. Mahomes had 53 touchdowns, 5 picks, good lord. But we will go be confident, you know me, plus 10 everything for both teams pretty much. And with that, I don't have much confidence, although we do have literally the exact same overall, and I guess the same offensive playbook. So let's see if we can get a win against the Chiefs. And we get smoked, 38-17. Shout out Fetty Wap. Ooh, what kind of Super Bowl is that? The Browns beat the Bears 35-17. Did we trade the Bears somebody or something? How are they here? I mean, they lose, but still, I can't remember. No, it doesn't look like we did. They signed Jeremy Chin apparently, but like, ugh. The Browns have a really, really good roster, so I don't know. This might sound crazy, but they might have at least a top 3 roster in the NFL, just something happens every year and something goes wrong. So I guess that makes sense. But the Bears? Maybe. But for re-signings, we could re-sign some depth players just so we don't have to worry about it. But like, Dio Odiungbo, 2 years, is that even worth it? Like, he's a backup. He doesn't even play. I'm good. We'll let all these guys go. And let's see what we can do in free agency. Oh, he already has 12 offers. He's not interested at all. Micah Parsons would be fun, but there's almost no way we could get him. Ooh, actually, we're the only team with green interest for Micah Parsons. Ooh, will he sign? He'll probably wait another week, and there'll probably be some team that offers him a bigger deal, but I don't know, man. We did get kind of burned with the Jadeveon Clowney one, but I mean, Parsons is actually a really good player in real life, while Clowney's only pretty good. I mean, he is good for sure, but more so as a run defender than anything. And then DJ Moore, we're also going for him. We are tied for the lead, a full 5 bars or whatever you want to call it. He'll probably go to the Patriots, but let's see if we can get any of these players, either of the two. So it looks like DJ Moore signs, and he does sign with us. Parsons didn't sign with anyone. I almost wonder if there are any cuts we could make, because we are like right up against the cap. I feel like we could get Leonard for cheaper than that. How interested is he in our team? Really interested. Would it be stupid to cut and re-sign him? It would pretty much just be a restructure. I mean, we have to do this in an unrealistic way, but it's the game just sucks. There is no such thing as restructuring. I hope it is cheaper. Okay, yeah, a lot cheaper. I mean, it didn't really do much, us upping the offer, but I don't know, maybe that'll make him sign now. Let's see if either Micah Parsons or hopefully Shaquille Leonard sign. We at least get Leonard. Parsons signed, and he does sign with us. So we add Micah Parsons and DJ Moore. That's a pretty fun free agent class, I'm not gonna lie. All right, well, I think a third is about fair for Bernard Raymond. I don't really want him anymore. He wasn't very good last year. We're just gonna try Chamberlain at left tackle unless there's somebody crazy in the draft, which maybe, but Bernard Raymond just kind of sucked. So we're gonna trade him to the Dolphins, where we ironically traded Jonathan Taylor. So I guess it is just the Miami Colts now. And here in the draft, the Steelers have the number 1 pick. We don't pick until 26, but we don't really have any needs. I mean, well, let's take a look. We could maybe get like, I don't even know if we could get an upgrade at tackle, but to be fair, we did get a 78 overall lineman in the 2nd round last year, so you never know. Young, I would say we could upgrade over, but he went up to superstar dev, so I don't really want to do that. We could maybe look for a corner, but like, maybe a linebacker. Really, even our depth is good, so I don't know what to do here at all. I think either O-line, linebacker, safety, or corner. Whichever player at one of those positions look the best we'll take. Ooh, Carter Walters, kind of an insane athlete, is the fastest left tackle available, the strongest left tackle. He ran a 4.79 at his pro day. That's really nice. Elite speed, but only great strength. But I mean, that's good enough. That's great enough. His stats are good. Lineman isn't the biggest need for us in the world, but he looks like the best player available where we might need depth. So let's take him. And he does have hidden dev, 77 speed, 86 excel, 89 strength. We will take it. I'm surprised his strength isn't higher though. Only 89. I mean, that's good, but like, I do kind of want a linebacker too, but none of them look great. Hunter Butler might be the best, but he doesn't look amazing because he doesn't have great block shed. I'm hoping his like pursuit and tackle are good, but he looks all right. I mean, his coverage is both A's, but they'll probably be like a 63 and a 69, but he looks good. Let's take him. Hunter Butler out of Oregon, only normal dev, good speed, but we'll see if he's a good overall. I don't have much confidence in him. And I think we're just gonna simulate the rest of this out. I mean, there's nobody else that looks amazing or anything at all. This guy looks like a good run. I mean, he has a tackle, but his block shed sucks, so maybe he's not great. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna simulate the rest of this out and we'll see how the CPU can pick. Hopefully better than the last couple years. But in the draft, we did okay. I mean, we didn't obviously have great picks. We just had our picks and an extra third, and they were all late in the round, so we did all right. I mean, we got a decent tackle, a decent linebacker. It was a decent draft, we'll say that. Nothing crazy, but nothing too bad at all. We will take it, as I've said for the millionth time in this rebuild. So I don't see any of these players getting much playing time at all. Maybe one of the linebackers, but maybe. So with that, let's get into the 4th and final year of this rebuild. But here's a look at the team heading into the 4th and final year of the rebuild. This is a really good team. 87 overall. That's, I mean, with my custom rosters, that's one of the higher overalls I've had heading into year 4 in a while. And I mean, the team's still obviously really young, so it should develop throughout the year, assuming we don't suck. But the offense is obviously really nice. We added DJ Moore. But other than that, I mean, it's pretty much the same. And then on defense, again, pretty much the same. We obviously added Micah Parsons, so I guess it's not really the same, but other than him, I think it is all the same players. Kenny Moore went up to Superstar X Factor, which is pretty cool. Did we have any other dev-ups last year? I guess Young went up to Superstar. He was only a star. And on offense, Noah Fant went up to Superstar, but I think that's it. We have obviously a lot of dev traits on this team. Chamberlain is the only starter without one, so this, again, it should develop a lot throughout the year. So with that, let's get to the end of year 4, and hopefully we can do pretty well. Okay, well, here we are at the end of year number 4, and super quick, if you have enjoyed so far, be sure to like, be sure to subscribe. It really does help out a ton. Again, 1,000 likes, which we should easily be able to hit. 10,000 subs, which we are literally like 4 away at this point. Wait, actually, let me check. We might be at it. Oh my god, literally on the dot. I checked like 5-ish minutes ago. We were like 6 or 7 away. Okay, well, I need to do a special video, so expect that very soon. One that y'all have been asking for like crazy. So that's gonna be the next one I do. But yeah, subscribe to be an OG. All I post are banger rebuilds. I'm glad y'all enjoy them so much because I love making them. But back to the rebuild. You would think with an 87 overall team, it would develop throughout the year with morale from us doing well and all that. We're probably a top 2 roster in the NFL. I bet probably the Chiefs might be like an 88. You know what? Let's check. I'm gonna be salty about it. So let's check where an 87 overall team ranks in the NFL. The Raiders have an 87, so they're tied with us, but they're not better than us. The Raiders? I don't think I've ever seen that. And yeah, the Chiefs are an 88. And the Titans. So we're tied for the second best team in the NFL. Those are 2 weird teams, though. The Titans and the Raiders? Really? But unfortunately, we did finish 8-9. Anthony Richardson wasn't great at all. That's a really terrible stat line for Madden. Austin Eckler was really good, though. Michael Pittman was really good. DJ Moore was solid. Noah Fant was good again. The blocking, I've seen worse. Much, much worse. It was fine. We had a ton of tackles. Good amount of tackles for loss. Micah Parsons with 21.5 sacks. Buckner with 9.5. Clowney with 8. How did we miss the playoffs? I guess it was entirely Anthony Richardson's fault. Just did not do well enough. He is up to an 83 overall, but in classic Madden fashion, did not play like it. Burrow wins another MVP. Eckler up there for Offensive Player of the Year. Parsons wins Defensive Player of the Year. Nobody up there for Offensive Rookie of the Year. Nobody up there for Defensive Rookie of the Year. I don't think we would have had anyone that would have played. So as per usual with Madden Sim, really good team, but disappointing end to the rebuild. So I hope y'all enjoyed today's video. We built a really good team. I did all I could. And realistically, we probably would have had the same overall if we actually performed pretty well. Same overall as the Chiefs, I should say. So we built a really nice team. And that's really all I can do. But turn on them notifications if you haven't already, because very big video coming up next. I don't want y'all to miss it because I've been requested to do it about 1,000,000 times. I think y'all will really enjoy it. Actually, I might do it next video so I can build some hype for it in the next video, you know what I mean? I think the next video will be a special one too, though. I'm gonna redo one, my best performing video ever, just with well, I don't want to spoil it. Y'all will see. I'm gonna do something different. I think y'all will like it. But I'll shut up now. Thank you so much for watching. 1,000 likes and I'll be happy. I'll do another realistic rebuild. And I would say 10K is the goal, but we already hit that. Thank you all so much for that. But with that, I'll see y'all again in the next video. Goodbye.